Yeah, baby, we're back.
We're back.
Oh, we are back.
Wow, I'm having deja vu.
Yeah, deja vu.
It's like time travel.
Yeah.
It's like we were here last week.
Oh my God, episode 7, baby,
We've
we're
never
back.
been here before.
Oh man.
This is uncharted territory. I swear.
Yeah. All right, this week we're doing Mike Myers.
Ooh.
We're talking about Shrek.
Oh yeah, Shrek,
And-
baby.
The love guru.
Mike, you're repeating yourself.
Am I? Oh, whoa.
Whoa. Is that a
I
black
don't feel
cat?
so good.
Oh.
I have deja vu.
Mr. Stark, I feel so good. All right, we're talking about Shrek.
We're talking about Shrek.
Yeah, let's do that first. Okay,
Yeah.
guys. It's what I roll.
We're talking about 2000s funny man Mike Myers,
Oh,
Shrek.
well,
Go.
90s, mostly 90s. 2000s, he doesn't really do much other than Shrek.
Love Guru.
What?
Yeah. That amazing piece of
America's
cinema.
beloved funny man.
Oh my God! All right, let's start with Shrek. All right, well, it's obviously a American computer animated comedy film.
It's a cartoon.
No, computer animated comedy film.
It's a cartoon.
It's
It's fucking stick figures. Let's go.
It's based on a 1990 fairy tale picture book by the same name. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
What?
no, actually, when I was reading
do?
some things.
No. Say that again?
It's based on a picture book of the same name from 1990.
Yeah.
A picture book?
It was by
Yeah.
a guy who
William
did a lot of
Steig.
cartoons for the New Yorker.
William Butler.
Yeah, the guy who wrote it did like a lot of like articles and like cartoons and certain things and short stories for the New Yorker.
Like a children's book?
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that what it's based on?
yeah. So like
Really?
that's and then
No, I think it was a gritty crime
He was a
noir.
graphic,
Yeah.
graphic novel. With
it was
with
Shrek
pictures.
raping and pillaging the lands.
It was a pop-up book, actually.
Yeah. But yeah, no, and then I think it was Steven Spielberg or someone.
Yeah, Stevens. It's
Bought-
For
yeah.
some reason,
bought
when you
the,
first said
the
picture
early
book,
90s, he acquired the rights.
Yeah.
when you first said picture book, for some reason, I was thinking of like a flip book.
Oh, like yeah, like
Oh, yeah.
Like one of those that you go through,
Yeah.
like, oh, look at Shrek.
Well, Shrek. Back to Shrek. It was directed by Andrew Adamson, who went on to direct the Chronicles of Narnia film,
Oh wow.
and Vicky Jensen, who later
They
went
were
on
both-
to direct Shark's Tale.
They were both new
Remember that
directors,
movie?
right?
Yeah, it's their first movie.
Oh, wow. I wonder how I knew that. It's crazy.
Yeah. All right. It stars Mike Myers as Shrek, Eddie Murphy as Donkey,
Donkey.
Cameron Diaz as Princess Fiona, and John Lithgow as Lord Farquaad.
Yeah, Lord Fartwad.
Farquaad.
All right. Well, let's dig into the plot. We'll go a little deep with the facts a little later when we check in with the facts, man.
Oh, checking in with the facts.
Yeah, it's FACTS, not FAX.
No, it's
You're not-
facts.
Not
yeah,
sending
facts. No,
faxes.
you're not sending a fax.
We don't have a
Yeah,
fax
no,
machine.
You're
It
the
is.
fax man.
No.
We don't
It
have
is
a-
facts because I'm faxing that information.
Yeah.
I'm faxing facts.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the plot. Here we go. All right, Shrek starts off. He's very lonely. He's doing his daily
He's not
routine.
lonely.
Yes, he is. He's
No,
by
he
himself.
likes being
All
alone.
right, fine. All right, yeah. He doesn't know he's lonely yet. But yeah, he's alone.
He likes
He's-
living alone. He
he
likes
likes
doing
it.
his own thing. He likes having
Yeah,
his
he-
own
He
swamp.
drinks
Enjoys
those
his time.
eyeball
He's-
martinis.
Yeah, he drinks the eyeball martini. He
Yep.
takes a mud bath.
Yep.
He farts in the pond.
Jams out the Smash Mouth, just like me.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
now,
when I was in the
you're
night-
an all
Yeah.
star.
Yeah. I'll be walking on the sun. No, wait. I'm sorry.
Might as well be walking
Yeah.
on the.
All right. So then it cuts to Donkey, and he's getting wrangled up with the other fairy tale characters, and
By
Donkey
Lord
escapes.
Fartwad's men.
Yep.
Yep.
And Donkey escapes, runs into Shrek.
Donkey?
Shrek defends him by being
That's right. I can talk and I can fly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he starts flying.
Yeah.
He can. Yeah, because everyone's like, he can fly. He can fly. He can talk.
yeah. He's all angry.
Yeah.
So then he runs into Shrek. He scares off the people chasing him. So then it's Shrek and Donkey, and they're walking, and Donkey's annoying Shrek.
Yep.
That's a nice boulder. No, damn.
Oh.
That's a nice boulder.
Uh, that was like the worst delivery. Like, wasn't even. It was like a different movie.
That's a nice boulder.
That's a nice bone.
Wait, that's a nice boulder.
That's a nice boulder. I like that boulder. You know what? That's a good boulder. I like that boulder.
Shrek, I like your boulder.
That's a nice boulder.
So then Shrek, after bickering, he allows Donkey to sleep over one night.
Yep.
Shrek, let me stay. Please let me stay. He begs him.
And then
And he gives in. Shrek
and
does
the
that whole movie.
Waffles. Chase, want to do the honors? What's the waffles?
Oh yeah, no, you were saying yeah. That's like deja vu.
What do you mean we were saying?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what you speak of.
No, the iconic, little phrase with Donkey when he says, "And in the morning, when I'm making waffles."
And in the morning, I'm making waffles.
In the morning,
I'm making pancakes.
Donkey. Donkey. And later, I'm making hamburgers. Donkey. Donkey! Donkey! And later on, I'm going to make some kind of meal. That's a nice boulder. Donkey! It's like a 1990 sitcom. Shrek and the donkey.
That's what it sounded like we were talking about.
Yeah, and then Frasier comes in and he says to Niles, Donkey!
Oh, all right. Where the fuck were we? All right. Oh, yeah. Then the next scene is Ward Farquaad is interrogating the gingerbread man.
Not my gumdrop buttons! Eat me! He spits in his face.
Yeah, I love that part.
I wonder if his spit was frosting. That's what I thought when I saw that.
Oh, frosting?
Yeah, imagine.
Oh, it probably was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it probably was in the lore.
Thanks, Mike.
In the lore. If it was real. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah. No, I've actually heard that. The gingerbread man's spit is frosting.
Yeah, hold on.
It's actually canon.
Yep, right here it says that.
It's actually pretty canon.
Oh, I like the next part when they pull out the magic mirror. And then Ward Farquaad.
He's like, what are you waiting for? And they hang it up.
Yeah, they fucking. He says to his henchman, and the henchman like whips out a little mirror and he punches it.
Yeah.
I meant.
Yeah.
Behind door number 1 is.
So then Ward Farquaad learns that in order to become a true king, he has to marry a princess, and he chooses Princess Fiona, who's guarded. What?
Why wouldn't he choose Cinderella?
I know, she seems a lot easier.
Cinderella is the easy option.
Yeah.
She just lives with 2 shitty sisters.
I like that part because the people in the back are like, 3!
Yeah. Ooh, 3. Oh, 3.
Yeah. All right, so then he picks Princess Fiona. She's guarded in a castle tower.
But I should mention she has a terrible secret. Yes, I said enough.
Yeah.
He
But
cuts him
after
off.
midnight, silence.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy was until last night, I never caught that. Like the mirror guy, like trying to like tell him that and never put, because obviously if you
Trying to
really
warn
paid
him.
attention, then that would stand out to you. But I never.
Do all the princesses have a catch?
Yeah, well, Sleeping Beauty.
Is sleeping.
Yeah, or no, yeah, is obviously sleeping.
Cinderella.
She has to be kissed by like what her true
love,
to
yeah.
be, yeah.
Yeah, they kind of ripped
Cinderella.
that one off, huh?
Wait, what's Snow White?
Wait, was it Snow White or Sleeping Beauty in that scene? I think it was Snow White.
It was Snow White because there's 7 men. Because there's that. Because she lives with 7 dwarfs. Because
what's
they
the
make
difference?
that like funny adult.
Wait, who's Sleeping Beauty? It's the same thing.
No, not Snow White. That's not the same thing. Huh? All right,
Snow
fuck it,
White
let's
and
drop
Sleeping
it.
We don't know
Beauty?
our fairy tales.
No.
Well, we're talking about Disney princesses here.
All right.
Let's phone a friend in.
So Shrek wakes up in the
call
next
Perry.
morning, and he goes
He
outside.
wakes up the next morning.
And there's like 1,000 fairy tale characters who
They
invaded
set
his
up
swamp.
a little tent city outside
yeah,
of the swamp.
a little fucking shanty town.
It's
Skid
like
Row.
something out of The Witcher. They're
And
all
Shrek freaks the fuck out,
yeah,
punches Donkey square in the fucking mouth.
breaks all his teeth.
He said, "You're coming with me."
He rips his skin off.
Is that a line from that scene?
That's exactly what
Donkey.
it is.
It is, yeah.
He's like, does anybody know where the castle is?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Does anybody else know where the castle is? Shrek, pick me.
So then him and Donkey go on a little quest to go to the Lord Farquaad's castle to get his swamp back. And they arrive there, and I love the town. First of all, it's the weirdest looking castle. It's just like a fucking huge tower in the middle of it.
Yeah,
It's like the fucking weirdest looking town.
Yeah, it looks like a penis.
Does it?
Yeah, there's 2 small ones on each side, and then the big tall one.
Oh, that's why that
'Cause
line
it
is like...
even- yeah, Shrek says, "Oh, I wonder
if he's compensating or
Yep.
something.
So then they go, and then Shrek and Donkey have to fight in like a little tournament.
Oh, yeah, but you're skipping a great
I don't
scene.
give a damn about your reputation.
Yeah. The soundtrack in this movie is so fucking stupid. To be honest.
Invitation.
Wait, what scene did I skip over?
When they first walk in, and it's like the town, and
Yeah.
it's like barren,
Yeah.
and it's
They have the little thing they hit with the song.
Yeah. Or this, like when they walk up, and it's that good guy with a giant head
Yeah,
on,
he
and
runs
he's like
through the
handing
fucking
out
ropes.
tickets, and
Yep.
he sees them, and he's like, oh, and he keeps running by the screen, dude. I like that scene.
So Shrek and Donkey win the little tournament, and Lord Farquaad says that if he wants the swamp back, he has to go get Princess Fiona for him.
Well, yeah, because the whole thing was that the knights were going to fight to crown a champion.
Yeah.
The champion would be the one to go get the princess. And then since he wins, he comes up with the great idea to crown Shrek the champion.
So they're off on another quest. This movie's moving. It's like a breeze.
It's quest by quest.
So good. It's the opposite of Love Guru.
Quest
Yeah, I
by
know.
quest.
They're both similar time,
day
but man,
by day.
one is a lot slower. All right. So they go to the castle. I mean, what happens along the way? I'm trying to think. Oh, the onion talk. He's like,
Oh, it's like
layers,
onions. It's
Yeah.
layers.
or was that before?
I think that was before.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm so sorry.
Cake! Cake has layers and everybody likes cake. I don't like cake. Onions. It's onions.
All right, so they embark on the trek to get
Yep.
Princess Fiona. They arrive.
For Shrek.
They arrive and they get to the castle. They go along the rope bridge.
Rickety rope
Yeah,
bridge.
they-
I've never been across a rope bridge like that. You ever
No,
been
can't
across
say
a
that
rope?
I have.
I
Not-
always think
no,
about
not an
that.
insanely long one like from Shrek.
Yeah, I always think. I always think about well, I mean, that made me think about that. Like, where are these rope bridges? Where do they exist?
I don't know.
We
I
gotta
wanna go
go out
across
to the
one.
Amazon River.
I want to
Yeah.
go across one. What's on my bucket list?
Let's go make one in the backyard right now.
We should make one.
Yeah,
Super rickety.
Yeah,
yeah.
barely held together.
Nope.
All right, so then the dragon's there. Shrek fights the dragon.
That doesn't happen.
Shrek defeats. He slays the dragon.
Yeah, that doesn't
He
happen.
Mike,
Then Shrek
Mike,
gets there.
I'm begging you to wash the product.
yeah.
Shrek pulls up on his car and he gets
Yeah,
out
yeah.
and he fights the dragon.
No, what does happen?
Totally knocks it out.
They're running around. All I remember is them running
They
around.
split up.
They just escape.
split
They
up,
split
yeah.
up. He's like,
He gets
he's like,
Fiona.
Donkey, you go find the stairs to the tower, and
Yep.
I'll go find the dragon.
Yep.
And then Shrek walks through the door, and he's like, oh, well, there's where Princess Fiona is. So where's the dragon? And then it cuts to Donkey, and he's finding the dragon,
Yep.
and he's running away from it. And then the scene where they reveal that it's a girl dragon,
Mhm.
Oh,
Yep.
and she's super fucking horny, and
Oh,
she
yeah,
wants to
she's
fuck
so
the
horny,
shit
dude.
out of fucking.
Oh man.
She wants that donkey cook.
She wants to stuff Donkey fully inside of her vagina.
It's living there.
Yeah.
Make me feel good.
It's a little home for you.
All right, so then they
And so then Shrek runs up and he grabs the dragon's tail and he's like, I gotcha! And then the dragon just flings him with the tail and he gets flung directly into Princess Fiona's tower. And then she's like, my hero, oh
Yeah.
God, reveal yourself.
Yep. And he reveals that he is an ogre.
He doesn't want to reveal himself, and then they leave. They go save Donkey. They exit.
Oh, I'm wrong. He reveals he's an ogre afterwards.
Yeah,
Afterwards,
when like they
yeah.
just get out of the other castle.
See, the hardest part about reading from Wikipedia, because they do have good plot summaries,
Yeah, yeah.
but the only thing is it skips over shit like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
Like, it's just
yeah.
like I read one right here. Despite her demands that Farquaad come get in person, Shrek forcibly carries her as he ventures back to Delwalk with Donkey. The three encounter Robin Hood on the way back.
Oh,
It's like a
yep,
blanket.
Yeah,
yeah.
it skips over
blanket
so much
plot. Yeah.
You know he's actually not Robin Hood? I've read it on the
He doesn't
trivia.
say his name's Robin
He's
Hood.
not. Because people were like, "Oh, why is Robin?" Because he has a French accent.
Yeah,
the character
yeah.
in the movie,
Mhm.
and like even Wikipedia says Robin Hood. It's not. It's like some French fairy tale guy that looks just like Robin Hood.
Yeah, because he doesn't say Robin Hood.
No,
When she asks him his name,
He just says that he steals from the rich and gives to the poor,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that his
he
little
looks
like
Robin
song.
Hood.
Yeah.
and he has the merry men.
Well, that brings us to when they come across the Peter Pan lookalike. I mean, the Peter Pan.
Captain Hook comes out of nowhere.
yeah.
Then they do that Matrix. She has like a Matrix scene.
Oh, yeah, she kicks ass.
It's funny because
Yeah.
since we talked about Matrix, I was like, oh, another tip of the hat.
She kicks ass once and then never showcases her skills again for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in like the later Shreks, doesn't she fight I feel
Oh, I'm
like
sure
there's-
she does.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. I can't fucking remember. Like I
Shrek's
said earlier, I can't
holiday
remember-
Christmas tale.
I cannot remember Shrek 2 and 3 at all, really, except for like Prince Charming and Shrek 2.
Yeah.
I do remember Shrek 4 a lot for some reason. I think I've liked that movie, I guess.
Oh, Jesus.
You remember that with Rumpelstiltskin and he gets sent into a parallel universe
Oh yeah.
where like Fiona is like she's like leader of like a ogre resistance.
I do remember that.
It sounds
Yeah.
familiar, but I can't.
It was good. It definitely was probably the weakest of the four, but I kind of like it because it's different. You know, like Shrek 3 is about them raising kids and weird shit. So.
Yeah.
All right, so they're heading back to Dulloch. They start falling in love, Shrek and
Yep.
Fiona.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of cute scenes.
She keeps hiding in the thing. She like,
Yeah.
has to hide every
And
night.
she keeps postponing to go back to Farquaad because she's starting to have feelings for
She's crushing, as some would say.
Yeah.
crushing hard.
Hard.
I'm falling for you.
Crushing
Hard.
AF.
Anything
Hard.
in those scenes that you remember? That you wanna
Yeah, it's
talk
funny when he opens up the cave for her
Yeah.
and they roll the rock out of the way, and then she's like goes in and she's like, it needs a door, and then she puts the wood on it, and then he's like, all right, and he starts rolling the rock,
Oh, yeah.
and then Donkey's like, Shrek, and he's like, what? I wasn't gonna do it. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, because like then that night too, because at first she was kind of being short and snippy with him, and then that night she heard like Shrek talking to Donkey about.
That's the other location.
Oh, that's the other.
That's the next
location?
night.
Oh,
The first
next
night she stays in a cave. The second night she stays in a windmill.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I just remember because she hears him talking and then she makes him.
Because then next they they keep traveling. Then maybe they
She
run into
sings to the
Robin.
bird. The bird explodes.
Yeah, she
makes
sings to the
eggs.
bird.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Well, she makes eggs when she hears him talking because she feels bad, so then she makes the eggs in the morning for
Mhm.
him.
and then they keep traveling. They see the castle, and then they're like, "Oh, well, Donkey looks sick."
Mhm.
They're like making up excuses to stay one more
stay
night.
in.
They want to fuck.
They want to fuck so bad.
Mm.
so bad.
She wants that green ogre dick.
Yeah, Gogurt.
I
Give me
picture,
some of that Gogurt.
I picture like an ogre dick as like a sleeve and then like a weird, like
Yeah.
a red rocket. You know, but it's like a different
God.
color.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah?
you know what they,
Yeah.
What
you know
color
what
is
they
it?
say about,
I don't know,
about
purple.
those.
No, purple.
Blue.
Like a dark purple.
You know what they say
Hell
about
yeah.
those Gogurt dicks?
The Gogurt dicks?
Yeah,
Keep 'em
cut
cold.
the tip and let it rip, baby.
Keep-
Cut the tip and let it rip. Gogurt,
yeah, just Gogurt.
just Gogurt. Put it in your fucking mouth.
I remember when they came out with Gogurt? That's like our generation.
yeah,
when
that
Gogurt
was
came out.
amazing.
I used to beg my mom to fucking buy me Gogurt.
It's like no
for
yogurt.
no reason.
Plus, like you'd be slamming like 6 of those tubes
Yeah,
real
it's like
quick.
no
so that's
yogurt.
like you're like 3
How much
Gogurt.
fucking yogurt in those
Yeah,
things?
yeah.
Remember Danimals?
Oh man,
That's another thing
Yeah,
from our generation. Drinkable yogurt.
I never
know,
had
Our
too-
generation had an obsession with yogurt.
Yeah, it's
I don't know why.
it's gonna help you be regular.
That was the
Yeah.
that was the industry's attempt at getting us to eat healthier.
Yeah.
Well,
Or
then Greek yogurt came out. That's like the
Yeah,
fad of the
yeah.
last 10 years. Everything's Greek now.
Yeah.
Everything's fucking Greek.
It's got fucking more protein.
Fucking Kalamata olives.
Oh.
All right, so then they start falling in love. Shrek doesn't make a move.
No.
She goes to sleep.
She goes in her
Donkey-
windmill.
Yep.
Donkey sneaks in.
Yep.
He finds out she's a fucking ogre, and then they're talking, and she's like, and he's like, you should fuck Shrek. You guys have a
Yeah.
great connection.
Yeah.
And you're both ogres. You're both disgusting green people. And then she's like, yeah, but I couldn't because I'm hideous and ugly, and who could ever love a creature like that? And then Shrek overhears her saying
Oh,
that, but
classic.
super out of context, and thinks she's talking about him, and he gets very angry
Very,
and,
very
and
angry.
leaves. He was gonna bring her a sunflower, and he drops the sunflower, and then he leaves. And then Donkey's like, all right. And then he goes outside to go to bed. And then she sees the sunflower. She takes it inside. And she starts plucking the petals off. Do I tell Shrek? Do I not tell Shrek? Do I tell Shrek? Do I not tell
All
Shrek?
night long.
And it literally takes until morning for her
Yeah.
to get to the last petal somehow.
And why does she wait all night until literally the sun's coming up? And she walks outside and she's like, I don't know.
Yeah, but Shrek!
Yeah.
She like wants to tell him, but then it's too late. She turns back to a human. Shrek storms up. He's all pissed off. Through the night, he marched to
the castle.
the castle, got the men, and marched back.
Yep.
Yeah.
And fucking ratted on her.
Yep.
And he was like, good riddance, you fucking stupid Chi-Chi.
So then Farquaad, he rolls up in that horse where he looks like he looks like
yeah,
a normal
that's
guy.
so
Yeah,
funny.
But his legs are in like fucking
Like armor.
cheese,
yeah,
like
like
yeah.
fixed
fake
armor.
hands and legs.
And he
I
looks
fucking love
super.
it.
Yeah, he looks tall like a normal person.
Yeah.
And then the guy picks him up out of it.
Yeah.
All right, so then Fiona goes with Lord Farquaad. She says, "Let's get married today instead
Let's
of
not
tomorrow.
wait.
Yeah, let's not
And then They
wait."
turn into a freak at night.
So then Shrek goes home. He starts to see that he is lonely. He doesn't want to be alone. Donkey. Well, first of all, Shrek kind of destroys his friendship with Donkey.
Yep.
He tells him to piss off.
Yeah. So, but then Donkey doesn't give up. Goes to Shrek's house, convinces him to go look for.
Yeah, that scene's weird because he's like Shrek still doesn't know that like Donkey never tells Shrek that she turns into an ogre.
Yeah.
He's just like, you got to go get Fiona, and then he's like, but she was talking mean things about me, and then Donkey's like, she wasn't talking about you, and he's like, we got to stop the wedding.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird because there's no like aha moment, but they still like make an aha moment.
Yeah.
But he never finds out that she's ogre. They like save that.
What is it? It is a children's film.
Well, I'm just saying, there's holes in the plot.
So then they go to Duloc quickly by riding a dragon. They interrupt the wedding, right?
Correct. Yes.
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 Shrek kisses Fiona.
Ooh, yep.
Yeah,
True
she-
love.
And then the magic spell,
Yeah, she becomes her true form,
which is an ogre.
which is
Her
an ogre.
final form.
Yeah.
Outraged, Farquaad orders Shrek executed and Fiona detained. The dragon bursts in alongside Donkey, devours Farquaad alive.
Yeah. Brutally.
What else? They share a
The
kiss.
first,
Her
the
curse
first
is
death
up-
of the film.
Uplifted. They get married in the swamp and leave on their honeymoon.
Yeah.
That's the movie.
Imagine if she turned into some third, even grosser thing.
That would have been pretty cool. Like
Yeah.
a massive slug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True love will reveal my true self.
Yeah.
All right, now that we're done with the plot, we can talk
They
about
burn it
some
with
sort
fire.
of facts. Before we go to the facts, man.
Oh, yeah,
before we-
yeah.
yeah, the coolest fact.
I'm the facts
is
man.
that Chris Farley was supposed to do Shrek. And
Yep.
He recorded all his lines.
Yeah.
And I have it right here. Let's pull it up.
Do you? Oh, guys, you guys are in for a treat.
Hey, it's nothing like a fire and a noble romantic mission to warm the cockles of your heart.
Yeah. I like my cockles room temperature, thank you very much.
Hey, if you're not doing this for cockle warming, why are you doing it?
Simple. Fartwad gets his princess, I get what I want.
Which is? Now, come on, what do you want?
I don't have time to set it to music.
Oh, I don't like it.
Yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think?
Oh.
I mean, obviously that's raw footage. You know,
Yeah.
That's before the movie took.
It's not that raw.
I mean, they do stuff in post. That sounds raw. Like that doesn't sound as good as audio.
I think it
from
sucks.
I think it would have been a different movie.
I think it sucks.
Because when I was reading too about like some of the facts about it, it mentions obviously that Chris Farley did a lot of the work already, but with him, supposedly Shrek was a teenage ogre who didn't want to go into the family business and had aspirations of becoming a knight.
The fuck is a family business?
Wow.
Yeah.
What's
I
the
guess-
ogre's family business? Eating people?
Maybe they're mud farmers.
Yeah. Slug
I kinda
farmers
like
too,
that.
sucking slugs. So
I
I,
didn't
guess
like-
not only was obviously his voice, but a different type of
Different
Shrek.
So the movie would have
supposedly.
been different.
Different scope.
Yeah.
I didn't like the no accent.
Yeah.
It needs some kind of village accent.
When Chris Farley died, then they thought about having the brother, I think Kevin Farley. He was going to finish the movie with some of the lines because his voice is very similar.
Mhm.
But then he backed out. So then they had to replace him. They get Mike Myers, and then Mike
Oh,
Myers.
so wait, so if Chris Farley didn't die, it would have.
Oh yeah, this was
Oh, yeah.
already a done deal. This
Wow,
isn't. Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
he had like 80-90% of all of his
That's
lines
insane.
recorded.
You ever see
Yeah.
that picture of him dead? It's fucked up.
Dead?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that. I
Oh,
might
really?
have, but it's been years. I don't know.
He's dead on the floor of his apartment.
Oh,
I think it was a
He's like-
hotel room, wasn't it?
Huh?
I think it was a hotel room.
Oh, was it?
I think so.
He's
Or-
like sprawled out on the floor and like his belly's hanging out, but then they go up to his face and it's like his fucking face is all bloated and he's like kind of purple.
what the fuck? Where the hell did you
Jesus.
see this?
Online.
Jesus
I think
Christ.
it's probably just like the crime photos.
Yeah, you
that-
Google
Yeah.
celebrity death photos and there's like photos of like just different celebrities that died.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Anyhow. So then they get Mike Myers.
Whoa. That's when the big candy cane
They get
comes
Mike
out
Myers
pulls
and
me
Mike-
off stage.
Mike Myers does a normal accent. His normal accent. They didn't like it. He does a Canadian accent. They didn't like it. And
Canadian.
Then he does the Irish accent,
Mhm.
which is obviously the accent he did from Fat Bastard.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
does the same exact accent as when he plays the dad in So I Married an Axe Murder. He literally does the
really?
same voice.
Wow.
Like fucking Mike Myers doesn't have that many voices.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll
later.
get into that. But
Maybe
let's
we
toss
talk
over the
about his
hashtag
career,
facts,
but-
man. You got any other facts for us?
Well, so since we were talking about Chris Farley first doing most of the lines, one thing also about it was when he took on the film, no one would fully admit to him that Chris Farley had actually had been doing it before him. So it was surprising to hear that. It wasn't until like years later. It says that technically not until 2012 Myers didn't find out officially.
Yeah, because this leaked audio didn't come out until like the last couple years.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
They
is
probably didn't want him to tell him because then he wouldn't do it.
probably because they were
'Cause he wouldn't-
friends.
he
I mean, they were
wouldn't
friends
wanna
on
step
SNL.
on someone's toes, you know.
Anything else, sir?
Oh yeah, we got a couple other things. Who do you think turned down the lead because he didn't want to be an ogre? Yeah, I'm not going to be be an ogre. Who do you think turned it down?
Tom Cruise.
No,
Oh.
Jinx?
Nicolas Cage.
Oh, that was my next guess.
Nicholas,
Really?
that motherfucker.
He was hot back then.
He's involved in so much shit when you really look at it.
He was.
I'm surprised they don't have like they have with Kevin Bacon, like a Nicolas Cage, like relationship
Yeah.
type of like
Yeah.
metric. But
Whenever I hear about someone turning down a role or it was gonna be him in that role, it's always Tom Cruise, Nicolas Cage, or Will Smith. Those are the three that's always like, did you know that Will Smith was gonna play Neo?
It makes sense because they get offered so many roles. You got Will Smith in his prime, Tom Cruise in his prime. They were probably getting offered every movie.
oh yeah,
You know.
stupid money too.
So of course they're going to turn on a lot of these movies that actually are big.
So the movie was originally supposed to look much different. At first, it was conceived to be a live-action CG animation hybrid, but after a
Ooh.
test screening for the studio in '97,
Like Roger Rabbit?
I think it was
Yeah,
supposed
that sounds like a
yeah.
Roger Rabbit type thing. Wow.
But then after they saw some stuff, they decided to can it.
So
and then,
who was gonna be? It was gonna be all real people and then a CGI ogre.
I believe, yeah, it would be something like that.
Weird.
Yeah, something.
Or
funny.
it's-
Then wasn't
or
it
it's
hand drawn? I read that in one of the trailers. One thing it says it was supposed to be hand drawn at one point.
Or it's reversed.
Yeah.
It's all animated world and people, and then it's Mike Myers
Oh my god.
with the same
I'm an ogre.
with the same Shrek costume
Yeah.
on.
So funny thing, John Lithgow, he actually broke a personal rule by taking on the role. Was one thing that he would never play a short person.
Really?
Yeah,
I think he is tall, John Lithgow.
Yeah. And so but then he said part of the joke about it to himself about accepting it was because his character was specifically extremely short.
Yeah, I read that John Lithgow was not mad, but he said that he was kind of sad by the movie because he never got to work with any of these actors because when they recorded the dialogue, none of the actors met each other for this.
Yeah.
That's what I read. And
Well, and then at least just to wrap it up, Shrek actually saved DreamWorks because at the time when it would release, they weren't financially very stable. So because of its success, it kept DreamWorks open.
yeah, because that was in the early days when Steven Spielberg created DreamWorks.
Mm.
And this is definitely one of their biggest first hits. This is before, because I don't know, Catch Me If You Can was a big DreamWorks hit.
Yep. Oh,
So-
I love that movie. It's
Yeah,
a
this
great
is
movie.
early on. And I read that before it was this, when Steven Spielberg first got it, it was supposed to be hand drawn, and that Steve Martin was going to play
Oh,
something, and then
Steve Martin. It was supposed to be Steve Martin and oh shoot,
Yeah, who's the other one? Fuck, I can't. It'll take me too long to pull it up if you have it.
Martin Lawrence maybe?
I
Was it
don't know.
Martin Lawrence? But it was supposed to be two other people originally
Yeah.
they had in mind.
It seems like a lot of actors went through these roles.
Yeah.
Well, this movie actually won the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature in the first year it was ever a category.
I mean, I would say it still holds up, but I don't know how all animation movies. I mean, animation for the most part, I guess should.
Shrek looks good.
Yeah, sure.
Donkey looks kind of weird at some points.
Yeah. Anyway.
His expressions look blank.
I think
Yeah.
the jokes
They don't-
hold up. I mean, the music dates it.
Yeah, but that was like a fad in in that
Yeah.
time where they would just put new poppy songs
Yep.
in like A Knight's Tale.
Yeah.
That's
Where
like the
it's
movie.
like an old timey.
It's like the movie Rat Race. At the end of Rat Race, they go to a Smash Mouth concert.
It's
and
like
sing
so-
that song All Star again.
It's
Yeah.
so weird. Like
Rat
they
Race,
don't
wow.
do that now. You know.
Yeah. No, I think it definitely holds up because I watched
Oh,
it
it definitely does.
again last night or the other night, and I was laughing. It's
It's
actually
hilarious.
Yeah, I was
really,
laughing today.
Really, really good movie.
Yeah.
I think
It's-
for.
It's definitely meant
Animation.
for kids and adults. Like stuff that would go over kids' heads. And
Oh yeah, yeah. There was a lot of things like between when he's the mirror guy is introducing all the princesses, and he talks about how like Snow White, like even though she lives with 7 men, she's not easy.
Yeah.
And then like he's also Lord Farquaad's in bed, and he's like, "Show me Fiona again."
He
And-
looks like he's about to whack off.
Yeah, and then he lifts up the comforter and looks down. He's like, "Ooh!" Like basically, this was like popping a boner. I was
Oh
like,
my
"Holy
God.
shit!" Yeah, they lay on it a lot, which is real smart. I've always thought that too. When you see these like, supposed to be more kids movies where they have at least stuff
Yeah.
for both.
There's
kids
a
and
lot of
adults.
like cover up swears.
yeah,
Where
yeah,
they
yeah.
don't swear, but they say like some like play on the swear.
Yeah,
Or like when that little puppet stage thing that's giving them the intro to the park when they first get to the castle.
oh yeah.
And it's like, and keep your feet off the grass,
Yes.
and remember to wipe your
Yeah, wipe your
face.
shoes.
Yeah. It's like they're gonna say ass.
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
well, this movie
That's
came out.
Awesome.
The movie came out May 16th, 2001.
Ooh, 2001.
2001. It had a budget of 60 million, and it made I think 484 million. That's
Wow.
a lot of fucking dough. That's a good.
What was the
return.
budget?
60.
Wow.
Wow, that really did probably. I mean, obviously it did, but save
Yeah.
DreamWorks payday.
Oh,
Damn.
oh man. All right. Here's the top 5 for what was out that weekend,
Oh,
the first
boy.
weekend. Ready?
I
Wait,
can
do
only
we get to
imagine this is
guess?
a prime
What?
You
year.
don't get to guess this week.
Oh, you want to guess?
You usually
You
say that.
usually back down.
No, I usually guess.
All right. 2001 May. Summerish movies.
She's all that.
No.
Fuck.
Twister.
No. Twister was in the 90s. A
A
movie that you just said is in the top 5.
A movie that I just said
Yeah, earlier about music.
about A Knight's Tale.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Number 3. Number 2 was the
This movie
Mummy
made
Returns.
me think about A Knight's Tale for some reason. I wonder if it's because I saw them around each other.
Probably.
Mm.
Mummy Returns was number 2.
Oh yeah, Mummy
Yeah.
Returns.
Bridget Jones's Diary was number 5.
Oh, Bridget Jones's Diary.
Ooh,
dude.
that was a real good one.
Pop-
Joe
Boom.
Dirt was number 13.
Joe Dirt.
Wow, Joe
Yeah,
Dirt.
Spy Kids is number 9.
Hell yeah.
Blow was number 8.
Wow.
What? Blow came out the same year?
Yeah.
What?
God dang.
Around the
dude.
same time.
Those
That's
just
crazy.
seem like they were nowhere near each other. Like
Yeah.
years
Right. Yeah.
At all.
Along Came a Spider. Remember that movie? With
That was a
Oh,
good
yeah.
one.
Freeman?
Yep.
Driven with Sylvester Stallone. That fucking F1 racing.
Oh,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Piece of shit movie.
Yes.
Wow,
yes.
fucking. There's a
Memento
lot
was number 10. That's crazy.
Memento.
of,
Yeah.
Great fucking movie. Great fucking movie.
I,
All right,
I
so
feel like out
that's-
of all the other lists that you've had that we've talked about, that's
Yeah, that's
got the
definitely one of the
best-
best ones.
yeah.
Some good fucking movies were in the theaters.
Movies that hold up.
Jesus.
Memento and Blow the same year.
Mm.
Same couple weeks.
Dude.
That's crazy. All right. Well, let's toss over to the review, man.
The reviews are in, folks.
Mm.
The reviews are in. Let's see. Let's start with some good ones.
Yeah, do like two good and two bad.
10 out of 10.
Too good.
Shrektacular.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
that's good.
Like the play.
Yeah, you like it?
Oh.
The originality of this cinematic masterpiece is striking, as it expertly blends layers of popular Indo-European fairy tale culture with a creative, meaningful, yet comedic story of discrimination, valor, love, and lust for power. Overall, instead of overall.
Wow.
You guys get it?
What a nice pun.
Oh,
It is
man.
Who wrote this?
true-
Mike Myers. Love Guru.
It is a true must-watch for fairy tale fanatics of all ages. You are what you eat. That's written by Love Guru 69. Huh.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
You're serious.
This one's weird. 10 out of 10, a cinematic masterpiece. This movie really confronts the problems with society, such as, get ready for this, folks,
All right.
the opioid crisis, domestic abuse, and donkey mistreatment head on. It was a great way to talk about these issues with my teenage son.
What the fuck?
9 out of 10 people
What
found
movie
it
was he
really
watching?
helpful.
Blow? I think he's confusing Blow.
Yeah, maybe,
Yeah.
dude. Maybe.
You gotta treat donkeys with fucking respect, kid. You gotta fucking treat them
There's
real
a-
good.
There's a serious crisis right now.
What's some bad reviews?
Donkeys aren't being treated the way they should. Let's see here. 1 out of 10. Toilet humor. September 9th, 2001. Lots of toilet humor. Wow. September 9th, 2001?
Damn, so this is like fresh off the movie.
Yeah, but this is 2 days before September 11th.
Holy shit. Yeah. What does that have to do with anything?
Well,
Jesus. Tom was trying to really.
guys, I think I found
ground
a
us.
clue. I don't know, because when I read the dates, I think about that time.
Yeah.
So I said September 9th, 2001, and it just put me in that mind space of
Yeah.
not knowing.
Yeah,
you know?
he didn't even know.
It's 2 days before.
Right in that
I went-
review, he was living in a different world.
He was living a different life. Nobody was opening the door for him at Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
After this September 11th, people were. Lots of toilet humor, sexual innuendo, etc.
All right.
Not sure why
That's
they
fair.
do this stuff. Do they feel like adults won't bring their children to movies if this kind of thing is not there? I brought my 3-year-old to this movie and sort of regret it. I guess the PG rating should have been a bit of a clue of what was in the works.
This person is stupid.
Yeah.
They are stupid.
You stupid idiot.
There's
Because-
some long ones that I
Who
mean I
would
would never.
no 3-year-old's gonna pick that up. I probably saw this before, like last night that I watched it again. I probably hadn't seen it in a few years, so that's like the matter of going from 29 to 25.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I still picked up on shit. I was like, oh shit, I didn't realize that. Like it got
Yeah.
past me.
There's no way a 3-year-old's going to know what the
3-year-olds.
fuck is going on.
Yeah.
He's a 3-year-old.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
He's a fucking potato with arms and legs.
Oh my God.
He's starting
You
to
gotta
mumble.
break, dude. September 11th didn't happen yet.
Well, all right. Well,
Well,
Shrek.
I'm not done.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to read one bad review.
All right,
Yeah.
one more.
We need another saucy one.
Jesus, please stay
Jesus
out of my
Christ.
segment, would you?
Yeah.
Jesus, all right.
Bumping
Jesus
elbows
Christ.
over here. 1 out of 10. I despise this film.
Oh my god.
November 9th, 2005.
Okay.
Oh.
I hate this piece of garbage film. Absolutely hate it. This gives comedy a bad name. I can't take anybody anymore. Everyone loves it and everybody wants to watch it over and over again because they say they never get bored of it. This movie was corny and disgusting. Mike Myers has got to be one of the worst comedians of all time. He has never appeared in a movie that I don't hate. He's just so irritating. I used to like Eddie Murphy back in the 80s when he was talented, but he ruined his reputation with some of his later movies. I was so angry when they came out with Shrek 2, and now I found out they're making a third. What the hell?
How mad was this guy when they made a fourth?
Kill this stupid, irritating movie. 17 out of 42 people found this review helpful.
Wow.
Jesus,
And that's it
dude.
for the reviews.
It's like
Wow.
obviously if you can't stand Michael Myers, it's like Jim Carrey. If someone didn't like his antics,
Yeah.
then of course you're not going to like anything they see. I like the fact that they were so pissed off that there was a third and a second one.
I love how
Yeah.
mad
They
he's at
decided to
Shrek.
come
What
in.
about Austin? What about Goldmember? He must have been fucking furious when he saw Goldmember.
Oh my god!
The most
yeah.
ridiculous.
he goes to every movie.
Yeah. When he saw Love Guru, he probably fucking shot up a fucking
Yeah,
Dunkin'
yeah.
Donuts.
He goes to the theater and sees him.
All right. Well, clearly, Shrek is definitely one of Mike Myers' best movies, but is it his best? I don't know. We'll find out
We'll dig back into that
after we talk about his
later. Tune
worst.
in later, folks.
His
Now a
probably
word from our
universal.
sponsors,
Yeah.
Kroger's, the freshest bagels the East Bay has to offer.
Yeah.
This podcast is brought to you by Cash App.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm lost. All right. Well, for his worst, it's probably going to be unanimous that it's his worst movie. This movie's a fucking piece of dog shit.
Oh yeah.
Piece of poo poo.
Love Guru. The American romantic comedy. That's what it says. Romantic comedy.
Rom-com.
Directed by Marco Schnabel
Schnabel.
in his directorial
Schnabel?
debut. And he only directed no, he didn't direct anything after this
Good.
Well,
He's probably dead.
I read
Probably
that.
had a bullet put in his head.
on IMDb. And all right, stars Mike Myers, Jessica Alba, Justin Timberlake, Romani Malco, Megan Good. I don't know who the fuck that is. Vern Troyer, John
Mini-me.
Oliver. It's got Stephen Colbert, Jim Gaffigan.
yeah.
Also, it's the fucking terrible. Oh, and Ben Kingsley too as the fucking whoever he was supposed to be. I have no idea. Oh my god! All right, again, we have to really dig into this plot, don't we? I guess.
Well, we could do a pretty good one. Just push through it.
All right, Guru Pitka is the number 2 guru in the world after Deepak Chopra. A flashback shows that Pitka was an orphan taught by Guru Tuggamanaputta. Tug in my Puda.
Tug in my
Puda. When the 12-year-old Pitka announces he wants to become a guru so that girls will love him, Tug in my Puda puts a chastity belt on him until he learns that loving himself is more important than being loved by others. Oh my god.
God.
That's pretty accurate for the beginning of the movie, I guess.
Yes.
Pika's dream is to become the #1 guru and appear on the Oprah Winfrey Show. He lives a charmed life with thousands of followers, including the celebrities Jessica Simpson, Val Kilmer, and Mariska Hargitay. His teachings, which involved simplistic acronyms and play on words, are displayed in PowerPoint slideshows. This Wikipedia. We just watched the movie. The Wikipedia description is jumping all over the place.
Yeah. It's like
That's not at all what happens. In
it's like
any
someone's
order.
like someone puts it on and like they're watching it, and every so often
Yeah.
updating what they're writing. Like after a few minutes, this happens, then this happens.
Yeah, the movie shows that he's like a successful love guru, and that then it goes over to the Toronto Maple Leafs, who have a star hockey player who leaves him and his wife break up, and now he lost his mojo. So they hire the love guru. The owner is played by Jessica Alba. Hires the love guru to come in and save their marriage so he can play better for the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
That's the premise of the movie,
And he does.
and he does.
And he
Yeah,
does.
there you go.
He does.
And goodbye, everybody.
And so next week,
All right. Well, Justin Timberlake plays the goalie for the LA Kings, named Jacques Lecoq Grande.
yeah, big cock.
Yeah, get it?
It's a
Ha ha
nod.
ha ha! Get it? Because his junk's huge in the movie.
I don't understand how it's for the Stanley Cup, but how many times would you play this champion team? I mean, it's a whole series, right?
Yeah, 7 games total.
Is
If
that what it was?
Yeah, it was actually.
They
It
kinda-
said-
seemed like a
did a-
lot of time.
Yeah, they didn't do the best,
No.
obviously, an editing
Like
job.
he's
of the
playing him in the
sequence.
beginning of the movie, and then it's the whole movie they're playing the same team.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like a long time.
Plus, it doesn't make sense because when you think about it, when they first talk to the Love Guru, they say, "Oh, we need you to get him in shape by the time for Stanley Cup
yeah,
for
yeah.
the playoffs,
it doesn't
for
make any
when
sense.
we can contend."
But they show him right off the rip. They're
Yeah.
playing that team.
Yeah.
Poor
Stanley
execution.
Cup
Yeah,
the
it's
whole
a piece
time.
of shit movie, Tom. Oh, they keep showing flashbacks to when Mike Myers is young and he's
CGI'd head, dude.
yeah, and he's getting trained by
Why wouldn't they just
fucking
cast
my
a
Pudo, whatever the
random
fuck his name
actor?
is.
I
What?
guess it's supposed to be funny.
Yeah, it's supposed to be funny with that floating Mike Myers head on the little kid's body.
Yeah.
Fucking so bad. Oh my god. All right, so then what happens? I mean, fuck. Pika, he gets paid $2 million to come save their marriage. He only does it pretty much so he can get on the Oprah Winfrey Show because for some fucking reason he has an obsession with Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah.
So
It's like making the Oprah Winfrey Show is like the crown jewel.
oh,
of
because
gurus.
in 2008 everybody wanted to be on Oprah Winfrey.
yeah,
Show.
yeah.
Yeah, because plus the John Oliver's because Mike Myers is like, what does he have that I don't? And then he's like, he was on Oprah. That's what it was. Now, like Ellen, Ellen is obviously the new
Now it's
Oprah.
Ellen.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Ellen's way better.
that's true.
I like Ellen.
So when they remake this movie in 10 years,
Now it's Joe Rogan.
yeah,
You're on the Joe Rogan podcast. Even made it.
yeah,
Well, then what happens?
That was it.
The fucking Darren.
Fucking,
Man, I do
I'm
not.
fucking struggling.
I'm struggling.
Guys,
I'm
I'm
struggling.
being honest.
I'm
yeah.
fumbling for the
Oh
details.
man. Woo. All right, so then he gets in a fight in the first game of the series, and they get suspended for 2 games.
Oh, that's right.
So they're down 0-3,
That's right.
and then in the meantime, the love
Guru
guru
tells
is
him
like
to fight anybody.
he's like bonding with them, and he's helping them get over the shit.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
What is there any redeeming qualities in this movie? What-
No, just keep going.
There was like
Push
at the very beginning, there was like a couple like little jokes where we kind of laugh, and it's like, oh, maybe it won't be.
Yeah, there's
you know.
definitely stupid moments.
Yeah, but then there's
that-
like
But then it's
musical
just-
scenes, like
yeah.
anything with music and like Mike Myers and
like when he's riding in on the little cart thing on this little
his little magic carpet thing
Yeah,
on like
yeah.
wheels.
That's pretty funny.
That's kind of funny, I guess.
Because like when I saw Mike Myers in *Inglourious Basterds*, I lost it.
Oh, I know.
It's so funny. 'Cause
Yeah.
sometimes he's just funny to see doing dumb stuff, but
Yeah.
the fucking movie itself is just it's a fucking pile of trash.
This movie fucking derailed his career hard.
Yeah.
Hard.
I know when you look at the list of like what he's been in, it goes pretty fucking cold after that. Later, then it's like fast forward to more recent years, and it's like just cameos.
Dude,
you
this
know?
movie killed a lot of things.
Yeah.
His Mike Myers' career, Calls Vern Troyer to drink himself to death.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually probably not accurate. but-
It's accurate. I read his diary, and that's why he
His
did
diary.
it. That's what he said. He wrote about his diary. He wrote about this movie every day.
All right, so then Mike Myers, Pitka, starts falling in love with
Pitka.
Jessica Alba.
Guru Pitka.
Guru Pitka. What else? He
Jessica Alba.
saves
Oh,
the
we're
guy's
still doing the pod?
marriage.
Yeah. Oh, we're still doing podcasts right now.
Ugh.
Two things that date any movie: pop culture songs that are hot at the moment,
Yeah.
and Jessica Alba.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jessica and
And
Jessica
Justin
Simpson.
Timberlake, yeah.
And Justin.
Oh wait, no.
Simpson.
Plus,
Oh yeah, this movie does a double dirty.
the scene
Jessica
with
Alba
Jessica
and Simpson.
Yeah, and then Jessica Simpson, all those famous people.
Yeah,
Like,
Val
yes,
Kilmer.
Yeah.
Oh
Fucking
god.
Val Kilmer,
Mariska
dude.
Hargitay.
He looks so weird.
Why? I still don't get the Mariska Hargitay joke throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, I don't know who they decide who was like, oh,
This
we should
joke-
use her name as the.
This
the
movie makes a
saying.
lot of shameless jokes with no good.
Oh yeah, like the elephants having sex in the middle of the ice hockey
Oh,
rink.
so weird.
Yeah.
Like right before the fucking
Yeah.
final shot.
Val Kilmer looks like, I don't know. He looks like he could be like a Baldwin like brother or like maybe like a cousin.
He's like bloated.
He looks like them a little to me. Like
guess.
he could belong in that family. Alec Baldwin and Val Kilmer's his cousin. I can see that.
I can see it. I can see it.
I'm gonna cast the two of them in a movie.
All right. Well, we don't have to stay on this movie that much longer. All right. He
Let's
saves the
push-
marriage. They win the Stanley Cup. He gets with Jessica Alba, and they go to India. He gets his chastity belt taken off. Then they have a Bollywood scene where they're all dancing and they're singing Tom Petty's "The Joker." Right.
Yep.
Yeah,
Tom Petty,
he riffs a few songs. He plays
Oh,
on the sitar.
God. Man, we watched that movie for an hour and a half to talk about it for fucking 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Why? I mean, you do if we're gonna truly evaluate because we've seen all his movies.
Yeah.
To truly evaluate Mike Myers, we had to do it.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah.
I've never seen Axe Murder.
Oh, what a great movie! It's
Okay.
but it's a great movie, but it's not as good as any of the Austin Powers.
Yeah.
It's definitely not as good as Wayne War 1, 2.
Yeah. No.
Oh yeah.
So it's it's definitely good, but and that movie dates itself too. That movie's like
And I think
it
I
takes
don't think
place
I've
in
seen
Seattle, and
One of the Shreks. I don't know if I've seen Shrek 3.
I can't think
What
of
is
it.
Shrek 3 about?
I don't know. I can pull it up.
Pull up the plot of that, would you? Hey Jamie, can you pull this up for me?
Yeah.
All right, I got you, bud.
That's the Joe Rogan podcast. It's a joke.
Oh, okay.
You don't know because
Nice
you don't
joke.
listen.
No.
Too long for you.
Yeah. I have a million other podcasts. I
Yeah,
don't listen to
3.5
just one
hours is too
podcast
long.
like fucking everybody else in America.
One podcast.
Well, you know,
well,
you
if you
should-
listen to Joe Rogan, that's all you need.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Where's the plot here? All right.
Jamie, pull up a hairless gorilla for me.
Yeah.
He's like obsessed with gorillas.
Yeah, I know.
Have
I
All
love the
you
mom.
ever seen a gorilla?
Oh no, Shrek 3rd is Prince Charming. In Shrek 3rd, Prince Charming is plotting to overthrow Shrek and Fiona, who have inherited the throne following King Harold's death.
Oh, well, they do that.
Shrek, who realizes an ogre is not fit to be king, attempts to convince Fiona's underachieving 6-year-old cousin Artie to reign instead.
What the fuck?
That's Shrek 3. Then
Wow, so
Yeah,
I must have
I-
seen it because I remember Prince Charming.
what's Shrek 2?
I didn't-
Oh, that's the fairy godmother. Okay.
What?
All right.
Oh, that
Shrek
sounds
2
more
takes
familiar.
place after the events of the first film, with Shrek and Donkey meeting Fiona's parents as her zealous fairy godmother who wants Fiona to marry her son Prince Charming, plots to destroy Shrek and Fiona's marriage. Shrek and Donkey team up with a swashbuckling cat named Puss in Boots.
Ooh,
Puss
Puss and Boots.
Puss.
Puss.
Did I say Puss?
Yeah.
Ew.
Ew.
Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
Puss.
Puss. Puss and Boots.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
ew.
a fun little sidekick. Boots full of pus.
Oh, oh.
Oh.
All right,
I
we're
got
back-
a
all right,
snake in my
Let's
boot.
finish up our Love Guru talk. I mean, do we have any facts? Facts, man?
Yeah, there was like I
Facts,
don't know. There wasn't any. I honestly thought there'd be a lot more like behind the scenes, like turmoil. Like it was just like some weird stuff about how it was
yeah, I
a-
couldn't find
a shit
shit
show.
about anything. Terrible.
No, I mean one thing that was interesting was in 1998, back when Mike Myers did the Austin Powers and Spy Who Shagged Me. There was like talk about a fourth character, but then there wasn't a fourth character, and they believed it was the Love Guru back then. But then it wasn't until 2008 when the movie came out.
Oof,
Yeah.
man, you waited a whole 10 years though. Unleash
Really
this
hone
character.
that, yeah, hone that character.
Oh my
and,
god.
I mean, we did talk about the Mariska Hargitay. That's like his little saying that he keeps saying, almost like a namaste, like peace be with you reference.
Yeah.
And that's actually the actress from Law and Order's name, like real name or whatever. So I don't know why.
Yeah,
that's-
it makes no fucking
Yeah.
sense.
There was an extra. So at the very end, remember when you saw Mike Myers and Kanye
Yeah.
So there was an extra scene that ended up getting deleted that was they ended up getting interviewed for whatever reason, and Kanye goes to say something and Mike Myers is like, oh, like, basically tells him like, watch what you say, because Mike Myers was on stage with Kanye when he yelled out George Bush hates black
Yeah, have
people.
you seen that clip?
No.
Oh, that clip's hilarious.
Yeah,
on
they
YouTube.
were like doing a thing together.
Yeah, it was like a hurricane relief fund.
Yeah, for
like,
Katrina.
like phone-in thing.
Mm.
And they have Mike Myers and Kanye West, you know? And they're sitting there talking, and then Mike Myers says something nice and professional, and then it goes to Kanye, and Kanye's like, George Bush does not care about black people,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And it's super cringy.
Oh my god.
And fucking Mike Myers' face, dude, like, he's so secondhand embarrassed. It's like, it's almost disgusting, dude.
Jesus. Yeah, that scene was weird too. Them being there.
Yeah.
It makes sense if you know about that clip, but it's like, Jesus. They were just like, woo.
Yeah. And
Each of 3 levees protecting New Orleans, the landscape of the city has changed dramatically, tragically, and perhaps
This is Mike Myers
irreversibly.
being professional.
There's now over 25 feet of water where there was once city streets and thriving neighborhoods.
I hate the way they portray us in the media. If you see a black family, it says they're looting. If you see a white family, it says they're looking for food. And it's been 5 days because most of the people are black.
Look at you! Look at him!
Even for me
Look at
too,
Mike Myers.
Because I've tried to turn away from the TV because it's too hard to watch. I've even been shopping before even giving a donation. So now I'm calling my
He's just
business
looking at him
manager
like, I can't
now to
believe he's
see
getting away with this.
What is the biggest amount I can give? And just to imagine if I was down there and those are
He's looking at his mouth.
Oh my God.
That wants to do anything that we can help with the setup, the way America is set up to help the
With America, the way America's
the
set up.
black people, the less well off as slow as possible. I mean, this is Red Cross is doing everything they can.
Dude.
In the past few days,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, woo.
Hilarious.
So yeah, that was
Hilarious. Cringeworthy.
All right, anywho, let's get back to fucking Love Guru for 2 seconds. All right, well, I think the one reason why this movie was definitely a fucking failure for Mike Myers was that it cost $40 million. No, sorry, it cost 62 and only made $40 million back.
yeah.
Wow.
So the Mike Myers as like a leading man was dead.
Yeah.
That's why it pretty much derailed his career. And I think he had a lot of creative input. He wrote the movie, had it made.
It was- yeah,
so
it was-
that's why it derailed his career.
It was too bad because it really just you couldn't help but like,
All right, now let's hand it over to Tom for the reviews. Let's hear some reviews, Tom.
yeah.
Alright. I'm going to start with the bad ones and then go to the good ones because this is a terrible movie.
Oh, yes.
So it makes
Oh,
sense
yeah.
to go.
Lay it on us.
Makes sense to go opposite. Mike Myers, 1963 to 2008, like on a grave.
Oh.
Mike Myers is dead. He had 3 good movies in his entire life, and this is not one of them. The Love Guru may just
Fair.
be the worst movie since Meet the Spartans. Mike plays a guru that talks in a funny accent, just like every other character that he plays, except this time it's not funny. Vern Troyer, I thought he died when he was touring with Kid Rock. He's not funny either. Stupid midgets. Jesus.
Oh my God.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, dude.
Holy
Hey.
shit.
We get it. You're short! Exclamation point.
my
Jessica
God.
Alba may be the worst female actress in history.
All right,
Anyone
that's
seen
fair,
Fantastic
that's fair.
Four? Question mark. Yeah, she's even worse than this. Justin Timberlake? Question mark. Your music sucks. Your movie sucks, and most of all, you suck.
Oh my God.
You definitely did not bring sexy back by starring in this film. I give the Love Guru a 0 out of 10.
Ooh.
I almost
Hard hitting words.
Yeah, that's. I actually kind of besides the midget shaming.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
From
I agree with
Blueberry
that.
Rules.
No, yeah.
2008.
Wow.
That was pretty good.
June 2008. They went and saw this and they wrote this.
Yeah.
There are better ways to torture yourself. 1 out of 10. An absolute shocker. 1 out of 10. Probably the worst film I've ever seen. 1 out of 10.
Wow.
All right, let's jump over.
Oh,
love,
yeah.
no love to be found here. 1
Who
out of
actually
10.
loved The Love Guru?
Let's look for 10 out of 10s. All right, here we go.
Amazing movie.
10 out of 10. Funniest film I've seen since Goldmember. What are all these other people on exactly? This is really the funniest film I have seen for quite a few years. The last film to make me laugh out loud this much was another Mark Miles film, Austin Powers 3, Goldmember. My girlfriend watched this with me also, and even she was crying with laughter. Maybe it's an English thing, but the humor was right on the button. Do not take any notice of the low score and bad reviews. Do yourself a favor. Make your own mind up. I'm actually going to see this again over the next weekend.
Oh my
Oh my
god!
God.
I really
this
did
guy's
enjoy
mental.
it that much. Keep up with the excellent work, Mike. ... 53 out of
Oh
88 people
my-
found this review
Did Mike
helpful.
Myers write that?
Yeah, yeah, right.
I
Wow. So the Brits.
The
10
Brits
out
all
of
did
10.
that.
One of the best. 10 out of 10. Simple, smart, no bricks or stove. I don't know what that means.
Must be a British thing.
Yeah, maybe like British
This is
people
a smash
only
hit.
love
Yeah.
this movie.
This is their Austin Powers.
Yeah,
If
the
you-
40 million he made, 35 of it was in the UK.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. I think people who didn't like this movie are on downer drugs.
Oh my god.
And, you know, and when we first started it too, there was some jokes, and it was like, oh, you know, maybe this won't be as bad, but no. And then it just got really bad.
Yeah. I was like, am I gonna love this movie? And then I was like, no.
Yeah, you said that.
I
was
thought
like,
I
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
I actually thought it was gonna be hilarious. I was like, is this gonna be underratedly funny? But no, I was way wrong. Movie was fucking trash.
Oh.
I'm never seeing it again.
Never seeing it again.
All right, let's talk about his best and his worst, and let's come to a conclusion here as a group, as one. All right, for his best, I mean, I'm going to name off some good movies. You know, then we'll talk about our own opinions.
Mm-hmm.
We have Shrek 2, Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery, Wayne's World, Mystery Alaska, which I've actually never seen. I didn't even know he was in that.
either did I.
Austin Powers, The Spider Shagged Me, Austin Powers, Gold Member, So I Married an Ex-Murderer, Wayne's World 2, Shrek 3 and 4. I mean, that's pretty much it. For his bad movies, we have Cat in the Hat and The Love Guru. Think Pink Wine. Oh, I don't even know what that is. I mean, yeah, he hasn't made
Terminal 2018.
he hasn't made that many movies.
No, and that's when I went back and looked at it, it was shocked because I was like, wow, it really does boil down to three main characters. Wayne from Wayne's World, Shrek, and Austin Powers.
Yeah,
That's
I mean, recently he was in Inglourious Bastards in the last 10 years, and
yeah,
Bohemian Rhapsody recently.
a lot of like obviously small roles.
Yeah, those are just very, very, very small.
But I was surprised, yeah, when you look at it, it's like, and then obviously the Shrek thing he definitely milked for because there's tons of like straight to DVD shorts that he was, you know, obviously
God, Wayne's
a part
World was
of.
so good. You know,
Wayne's
coming-
World was-
coming off
yeah.
SNL, such a good skit, such a good movie.
Yeah, the movie is hilarious.
I love 2. I love that one with putting on the
Yeah.
concert.
Yeah, and the 2 was just as like it's not very often where sequels like that are just as good, like Super Troopers 2. You know, and like that wasn't that great, but
No.
Wayne's World 2 was
Yeah, Wayne's World 2 is
was
good.
great.
I think it holds up the quality pretty good.
Yeah,
Um,
and Austin
it has that
Powers.
funny. I like the scene when he fights the dad. And
Yeah.
they're all dubbed.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
right
yeah.
after-
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
That
yeah,
scene.
yeah.
And he rips his jeans too with the sword or whatever.
Uh-huh. I love Chris Farley in those movies. Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah, yep.
And then obviously Austin Powers put Mike Myers on a whole other fucking stratosphere.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
dude,
was
Dr.
his-
Evil is even Austin Powers is dude, such iconic characters of the '90s. Fat Bastard.
That is crazy to think that Dr. Evil and Austin Powers, like just one person, created huge like characters
Yeah,
that people just remember.
I don't know. I guess I'll go first. I mean, his best. I got to go with. I think I got to go with like. I don't know. I'm struggling because I like Wayne's World, but I think Austin Powers is his ultimate creation as
His best
a
role.
comedian.
Yeah,
I think the spoofing of the spy, British spy, the creating of Dr. Evil playing two characters.
yeah.
Then eventually a third and a fourth. When he played Fat Bastard and Goldmember.
Yeah.
So I got to go with. I think. I'm going to go with the first one, International Man of Mystery. I think that's a really funny movie. Dr. Evil's great. Will
Yeah.
Ferrell's great. Fucking movie's great.
It is.
I mean, I love all the Austin Powers, so it's hard, but I'm going to go with Austin Powers as my best. Worst is Love Guru, hands down.
Piece of
No.
shit.
There's no arguing there. All right, let's go to you, Chase. What do you think?
Well, you hit a lot of the points that I
Yeah.
was going to say. I mean, definitely Love Guru worst, hands down, easy. And then best. I mean, Shrek is amazing. I can understand where it's coming from, especially like how far the reach was. As soon as you get kids involved,
Yeah,
a younger audience and an adult audience,
I can
like
see
that's
why
what,
I can see why it's his biggest. highest rated movie.
yeah,
'Cause
absolutely.
it is a good movie. It won an
It is.
Oscar.
But for me, same thing. It's got to be Austin Powers. I mean, Wayne's World is amazing and it is great, and that got him off to a good start, obviously, and led to other movies. But Austin Powers was just it was such a great parody movie. It was awesome. And then for me, personally, out of all of them, I love them, but I just like Goldmember.
Yeah,
Just
Goldmember to me is like
Goldmember character
might be the overall funniest, but it's also the stupidest.
Yeah,
but
and-
we were also the oldest
Yeah.
At the time.
for that one.
Yeah,
like
we
that
were
one
12.
came out when we were
We were
prime
12,
age.
yeah.
4.
Yeah, it definitely has more of an impact with the
You know,
jokes and
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, we were
Like
7
I
for the
just
first
love like
Right.
like when Dr. Evil's talking to Goldmember and he's like, you know, you freaky deaky Dutch. And then there's also the scene with when he's the truck driver.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And he's like, "Hey," on
It's
the
a
radio.
big 10-4 rubber ducky.
I
Yeah.
like him and Scotty.
Yeah,
Oh my
and-
God.
That
yeah.
relationship was so
Oh.
funny.
But yeah, so I'd say worst Love Guru, best Austin Powers, specifically Goldmember for me.
Scotty don't.
Don't.
What do you think, Tom?
Worst is worst is definitely the Love Guru.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's all agreed on. Best, I don't know. I think Shrek might be a better movie.
Hey, if you say Shrek,
I think it might
wouldn't-
hold
I
a
wouldn't
higher
even
Yeah,
rating,
no.
argue with it.
but I don't feel like Shrek is like Mike Myers to his truest form.
Yeah. He's
Austin-
good
that's-
as Shrek.
That's
Yeah.
what I was having a hard time with
Yeah.
because he's and Shrek for me was one movie that like when I was younger and I had like the DVD or whatever that would like just be put on every night in the
Mhm.
background.
Yeah.
I'd fall asleep to. So like
Yeah.
I love the shit out of that.
I just
movie,
think
but-
Austin Powers was Mike Myers at his height,
Yeah.
you know, at his creative heights, fucking,
Mhm.
you know, with the characters.
Yeah, because he does all his funny physical innuendos where he's like where he looks at the camera and like makes a weird face.
Yeah.
Like
He tries
reacts
so
to
hard in
things.
Love Guru to fucking.
more,
Yeah.
more. Like you
Yeah.
can't not focus on
He
the
tries
guy's
so
mole.
hard in Love Guru to do
And in
similar
Love
shit
Guru, it's like too
with
much.
musical shit, just like
It's-
Austin Powers. With they sometimes they did like dancing with music.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, and he tries so hard for Love Guru to
Too
be
much.
similar.
See, I don't know
Yeah.
how much creative control he had with like Austin Powers. I'm sure as they went on, he had more and more. But like with this, it was almost like he had like a little notebook and he would like scribble down things that like were well received with Austin Powers and like little like gimmicks and you know funny scenes and just like did them all.
And I
like,
also
didn't execute.
I think in 2008, I think humor started to change because I think in the late 90s and the early 2000s, that Austin Powers, you know, innuendo jokes
Mhm.
were hilarious, and they
Yeah.
still hold up.
yeah,
I watched The Spy Who Shagged Me literally last week, and the movie fucking holds up. But Love Guru tries to do the same thing, but you got to remember in 2008, we started to have like Seth Rogen comedies, and
yeah,
you know, and 40-Year-Old Virgin came out 3 years earlier, and that movie's way funnier. I mean, it's rated R, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like the comedy was changing into like more rated R focused and not PG-13.
yeah, yeah.
So like that's why
Yeah, like
Love
dumb
Guru
poop
failed.
jokes get old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, see, that's a good way to put it because I feel like with Austin Powers, they did such a great job of making a PG-13 rated movie, like what they could get away with,
yeah.
like funnier to a bigger crowd. Because like even like nowadays, if I see a comedy, it's like rated PG-13, I'll be like, all right, yeah, like, but kind of assume like it's gonna be a little bit corny or
Yeah.
not that funny. Because like rated R, you can have more
Yeah.
room to work with at least. But it still holds up.
yeah.
They did a good
I
job.
mean, that scene in the Spy Who Shagged Me when he's on fucking Jerry Springer is still
Oh my
fucking
god,
hilarious.
yeah.
Oh my
When
god.
he gets up and he like runs to attack him and he's
Yeah,
got the T-Rex arms.
Yep,
yeah.
yep. Oh, I love it. Well,
So best
best is
Wayne's World.
for you.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
he's
a
like
good
it's
one.
it's not just as iconic. I think Austin Powers might be a little more iconic,
Yeah.
just because.
No, I think that the character definitely is,
Yeah,
but I
but
think
Wayne's
as a
World
movie,
is-
you guys saying that about the humor kind of makes me feel like the success of the movie hinges on that type of humor,
yeah,
and that type of humor, like is very like specific. Wayne's World is kind of like. I feel like again, like we've said before, it's the movie you could show to everybody.
yeah,
Yeah.
But I guess you could say that about Shrek, but then I feel like Shrek isn't really... Wayne's World still has the Mike Myers, look at the camera, make that reaction.
Oh yeah, he talks to the camera.
yeah,
like breaks the
yeah.
fourth wall all the time in that movie.
I think that's probably his best movie.
Plus, I mean, it's obvious with if Wayne's World that they did that adaptation from the SNL skit, if it fell on its face,
Mhm.
that could have potentially.
Yeah, because
Ending
during that
his-
time they were making so many SNL movies. They were making Coneheads, Tommy
Yeah,
Boy,
yeah.
Yeah.
you know, fucking all like.
That's the type of comedy that holds up.
It's a type of comedy that I
holds
grew
up
up with. I mean, it's
Better
hard-
than poop humor.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
but hey, It's your choice. It's your choice, man.
Yeah, and it's hard because I feel like his best movies are all like super close to each other. There's no stand.
He didn't make that many. It's not like we're
not a
struggling
ton.
here. Yeah, there's not a ton to choose from.
The best three are like literally the three.
And now, they're not just like movies; they're iconic characters. Like
Yeah.
literally, Austin
I
Powers,
think Austin
Wayne,
Powers is
and
more
Shrek.
of a character. It's more character famous than Wayne's World, but I think Wayne's World the movie is a better movie.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know, but then I mean, if you want to say like the best movie he was a part of, it's probably like Inglourious Bastards. That fucking movie.
Yeah, but that's hard to say. He's in a fucking.
It's barely in it,
Barely.
even though it's
Yeah,
hilarious. As soon as they walk through those doors, and it's
Critically, the best movie, the most universally critical movie that he was part of was probably Shrek.
Yeah.
You know, that movie has
Yeah.
great reviews and won an
Yeah.
Oscar. I mean, that's done.
Yeah,
Right.
that's crazy. Won an Oscar.
Oh, well, there we go. That's Mike Myers, baby.
Mike
We did it.
Myers.
Another episode down.
That's it. Episode 7.
That's it. All right.
Close the book on it.
There we go. We'll see you next week, buddy.
Goodbye, folks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey guys, I can't believe you made it all this way. Thanks for listening. You're still listening. You're a champ. You're a soldier. Follow us on Instagram at best/worst. Subscribe to us on YouTube and Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, and Google Play, and give us a listen on whatever your preferred platform is. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.